That is the resultant. And then I forgot one more. This. Well, I don't want to go here. You know what? Let me go here. Should be a little more. And then this should still be 20. It should be here. I did this one cooking. Let me go ahead and do it. Right? Looks about right. Alright. So now we said our horizontal velocity will stay the same. So we said it was 20 meters. 20 meters per second per second. 20 meters, that's all of them, 20 meters and 20 meters per second. Alright? The only thing that's going to change is this. On the first one, we have gravity taking a role. So 1 second, the equation for gravity, for the thing, acceleration, equals 10 acceleration meters per second squared. Alright. So at 1 second is going to be 10 meters per second. The velocity is going to be 10 meters per second. So we're trying to figure out the resultant. Alright, okay. Trying to figure out the result. Now right here is a right triangle. Pretty much like a right triangle. So all we do is square root of 10, or 10 squared plus 20 squared equals the resultant squared. Alright. So 10 squared is 100 plus 400 equals 500. So I'm going to use the calculator to find the square root of 500. 500 squared. Square root is 22.360. So the resultant is, right here, is 22, turn that square out now, it's 22.36 meters per second. That's what we get for the resultant at 1. Okay, now we have to figure out this one. The horizontal velocity is still 20 meters per second, but this changes. So at 2 seconds, we'll multiply 10 times 2, because over here we multiply 10 times 1, which gives us 10. 10 times 2 gives us 20. So You want to? There we are. Okay, so 10, which is acceleration, 10 times 2 is going to be the velocity over here. The velocity on this one is 2 times 10 equals 20 meters per second. Over here, let's go ahead and do all of them. Over here, it's 10 times 3, that's 3 seconds, is going to give us 30 meters per second. And over here, it's going to be 4 seconds, which is 4 times 10, which is going to give us 40 meters per second. Alright. Now we have that. Let me go ahead and Alright. Alright. So now that we have this and this, we can see a right triangle on all of them. And we're just going to keep on doing Pythagorean theorem. So, on this one, 20 squared plus 20 squared equals resultant squared. 400 plus 400 equals 800. So now we're going to try to find out the square root of 800. Again, I am going to use my calculator. 100 squared is going to give us 28.284. So our resultant is 28.28 meters per second. Alright, now I'm going to use, now I'm going to do this one. 30 squared plus 20 squared equals R. So that is going to be 900 plus 20 squared, 400 equals 1300. So now we got to figure out the square root of 1300. 1300 squared is 36.055, which is 36.6. So our resultant, the velocity is 36.06 meters per second. Alright, now we have to figure out this one, or this one. So now we have 40 squared, now 40 squared plus 20 squared equals R squared, resultant. That can give us 1600 plus 400 equals 2000. 2000. Right? So square root of 2000 should be, square root of that is 44.72. And that's it. So this is going to be 44.72 meters per second. Alright. So now we figured out our vertical going up and down, At 0 seconds, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The displacement, the time, and then the displacement of the ball, which from here to here is 5, and then 20, 45 meters, 80 meters. And horizontally, you see how they fall down from down the same speed and the same time. This is the same place. 4 seconds it dropped at. 4 seconds it dropped at as well. So if you throw it at horizontally, it should be the same as if you just dropped it. But if you throw it up, then that's a whole different equation, whole different thing. So now we figured out horizontal velocity is always going to be the same, 20 meters, etc. And then our vertical velocity changes due to gravity, 10 meters, 20 meters, oh, I erased that. It should be 30 meters per second, 40. All you're doing is just multiplying gravity times the time, which we did 10 times the time. And now the resultant, we just do Pythagorean theorem to find out what the resultant is, and then